How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm just here. I'm just gonna be on here for just a minute. Just a minute. I want to talk about the little guy. The little guy is not all that popular. He's not fantastic. He doesn't have no money. He's just a little guy. Sometimes he may have skill, but he's the little guy. He may not be liked by a lot of women. He may not be liked by a lot of men for his hanging out buddies. He may be the nerd, or he may be the one that can't read well. The little guy is just what it is. Now, it's not just he can be he can be tall, he can be short, he can be small, but he's the little guy. He's not that popular. He says he have friends, but they don't show him no love. Now, the little guy also gets his feelings hurt. Okay. He doesn't spend money on nobody in the chat because the people that's got the money, so they say, they spend money on a person in the chat and they'll think that they run that person's chat. Mm-hmm. Now, while they trying to run his chat, he's gonna believe everything they say, or she gonna believe everything they say. But when the little guy come up in there and tell his story, he ain't talking about nothing. I don't like him. He ain't talking about nothing. We put him down. He gets blamed. The little guy gets blamed for a lot of things. And when he gets blamed, he ain't got no backup, ain't got no friends. We got people that come in here that does think they rich and do think they have money, and they working hard for the money. Okay, understand this. They work hard for the money, but the money is supposed to work hard for them. Okay, we got groups of people that got money, and when somebody come up, they want some or they talk. Oh, I can't stand you. Get out of my face. I don't like you. Why? Because he's not popular. He's a little guy. He ain't got nothing. He ain't popular. But once he gets some money, once he gets some authority, then that little guy becomes the big guy. Then people want to run up to him then. If they see that little guy go on a channel, or matter of fact, go on TV, and they see him dancing on TV or investing or singing or whatever, and he gets the more popularity, now that same group wants to be cool with him. Not fair, not right. You're supposed to love people the way they are. Now, also, the little guy do get blamed for stuff. Blamed for stuff, talked about, and the people that's talking about him don't have no proof. They do a whole lot of talking. They talk about something that ain't got nothing to do with them. Then they bring other people in here just to get something started. They do that so they can get views. But see, when a little guy have his channel, nobody comes. And it's respectful. It's understand a person's content, even though you and them cool, ain't for me. Now, when I get to arguing, raising my voice, or he raised his voice, you see what I'm saying? Then you got people looking at the little guy. The little guy can be me. The little guy can be anybody. Anybody on YouTube. One thing about the little guy, he need to understand that everybody is not your friend. They say they're your friend, but they don't show it. Sometimes the little guy got to keep moving on and doing him. Because when things get good coming your way, guess what? Here they come. Some people want the little guy or want anybody. Well, who you talking about? Who's your source? That ain't your business. And a lot of times it's not really good to say, well, somebody said, nope. Don't do that. Because people want to ask questions. They want to know who told you. And if somebody did say something, what are you going to do? Let's think about it. What are you going to do? Are you going to put hands on them? No, you're not going to do nothing. So what's the point? Now, sometimes it is good to know if somebody talking about you, so you know when to watch the person that told you and watch the people who talking about you. The little guy. He gets on a job. He does a good job. He do what he's told. Give a shout out to my Lord and Savior. Thanks for the people that's in my chat. Now, you don't, when the little guy goes to work, he's doing a job. He's working hard, working very hard. He be the first one there. If you don't watch, he be the last one there. And the boss always asking him. See, a boss, a supervisor, already know different personalities. He know who will do something he won't. Sometimes people in authority with money is an influence on the supervisor. Somebody's who work there may got parents that put money in that company. Guess what? The guy that don't do no work, don't care about it, end up getting a raise. Matter of fact, getting a promotion. But the little guy, he don't get nothing. He said, well, how come I'm not up for the promotion? I come to work every day. I know what's what. It's not fair, is it? It's not. And the little guy end up, he have to train a supervisor. Wait a minute, why I got to train him and he's a supervisor? Train him. The little guy. That's it. The little guy need to grow some balls and stand up. That's true. A lot of times he don't know how. He's tired of being put down and talked about. All talk. But what they don't understand is the little guy got friends too. Some people that don't care about you. Some people that doesn't care how you look. Some people that will listen to you because he or she bring positivity. Look down, treat that person like they nothing. When they got something you want, you know how to ask. You make fun of a person you know nothing about. Ain't never met these folks. Well, I know how so-and-so is. I know you don't know, and anybody on this YouTube, anybody on any other social media, if you really ain't met them people, ain't been around them people, you do not know what they're capable of. But you defend them and say, no, that ain't the way they move. Move smooth, no matter what. You do not know them. You do not know these people that are around here. You don't know them. I had never met nobody that I mostly deal with on the YouTube. I never met them like that in person. Well, I met, JJ and Faith. I met Huggy. Everybody else I had never met. Now, meeting a person, seeing them one time is one thing, but being with them through life, hanging around, going out, you begin to know who your friend is. I see the little guy, we try to take advantage of him because he got the money. Mm-hmm. Somebody got the money now, because then we try to get him, hey, can you buy me? No. Little guy meet a woman he likes, thinks she's nice. First thing she say, can you buy me and can you loan me? That's the biggest turn off. Some people, they get them a mate, they leave the YouTube for a while. I don't blame them. Because when you got that mate, that's important. That person in your life. You don't know these other folk. You never seen them. You see their avatar, but is that really them? Really? Have they ever went live and showed their face like I'm showing mine? No. Like you said, what you got to hide. You got a whole lot to say. People get doxxed. They dox the little guy and treat him hard. But don't realize somebody out there just as smart, they end up doing you the same way. You know, I laughed at somebody when they was talking about the stranger. What do you mean? Somebody trying to figure out who the stranger is. Everybody trying to find out who the stranger is. Well, so, they said and they know who they reveal. Come on. Don't do it like that. What are you gonna do? It's bad when they do that. And if you don't watch it, they'll say, "Oh, what you call did it?" Person don't come on here, ain't been on there. Oh, what you call said it? Ain't got no proof. You don't know. YouTube knows. They know. The little guy, the one that gets picked on in a fight, he crying, go home. Daddy talks to him. Eventually, daddy teach him how to fight. He come back to school. And it builds up into him till he can't take it no more. Sometimes he blows up. Sometimes he box. Sometimes he fight. If you don't watch it, sometimes he pull out a gun. You mess with a person long enough. How do you know? Put it like this. How do you know when a person gonna snap? How you know a person gonna snap? You don't. You don't know when they gonna snap. The little guy. He got dreams and everything. He ain't got that many friends. Sometimes that little guy end up going to college, making some of himself. He become a doctor. Girls find out he a doctor. Ooh, hey, and try to smile like, hey, and keep it cordial. Like, no, it's not happening. We can be cool, but sometimes it's good just to be friends and talk to a person. Eventually, a girl, put it like this, a girl can say, well, I don't like him like that. He's short, da da da. And next minute, no, she will be around him and talk to him. Eventually, she will like him. Or he'll like her. The little guy. Sometimes he don't have a chance. A little guy, when it comes to sports, don't nobody pick him to play basketball, football, or none of that. The little guy. Some of y'all, I tell you, y'all don't get it. Y'all do not get it. Okay? If y'all got a problem with something, solve it amongst yourself. Don't worry about strangers that come into your chat. That's what they there for. To cause destruction, disruption. That's what the strangers are there for. When you're on YouTube, you can be anything you want. You can make them believe, oh, I'm a doctor, I'm this and that. I ain't got a lick of degree. You say you this and that, ain't hitting on nothing. Watch who you be around. Watch who you talk to. Watch who you tell your business to. Because how in the world are you going to go tell somebody's business? How in the world are you going to call somebody? You call somebody a parent? No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, you got a problem. You talk to them. You don't go nowhere else. And then stop everybody telling your business. Because you ain't trying to look up. Somebody called my job. Somebody called my... How they know all this? You telling some a whole lot. So you got certain people in here that don't tell you nothing. Ross Rich. Grandma K. Don't tell you nothing. You don't know nothing. Felicia the one. You don't know nothing about these. You see what I'm saying? That's why they keep their business quiet. That's just being honest. But once you tell your business, everybody else know about it. One thing about the little guy, he's smart enough. He end up going other communities. He go everywhere. He try to find something that will help him. I don't know how to survive in the wilderness. What he'll do is go on to a survivor channel. He'll know what water to drink. He'll know what to put in that water. He'll know how to cook, what rock to cook on, how to cook on a rock. Why? Because he's smart. The little guy gonna go somewhere else. He's smart too. He gonna go somewhere else. He like, these folks over here crazy. They do all that crying and getting mad over what? Because somebody's talking. Sometimes you have to. I'm gonna stay out of what you call chat. I'm gonna stay out of it and hang with mine. The people that hang with me, the people that come in my chat and talk to me, they're the ones. The ones that used to, bye-bye. I'm not finna call no name. I ain't finna do nothing. But you gotta watch for the little guy. I was the little guy. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people out here was the little guy. When you popular, you got people around you. See, the little guy looking at, oh, look at the big man. He popular. He got all the girls. He got all the money. He got all the fame. But fame costs. They don't tell you that. And you sit back, he making fun of you, and don't realize you could be the next police chief, or you can be the next engineer, you can be the next mechanic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can make good money as a mechanic. The next truck driver, you save your money, invest your money, know what to invest in, and you end up being a millionaire. Folks don't even know it. But when they find out you, the little guy, when they find out he a millionaire, what they do? Can you loan me? Can you give me? Don't let the little guy win the lottery and everybody find out. They knock your door down, blast your phone up. No, you didn't like me then. You don't like me now. The little guy. Everybody want to team up on somebody. Or the only time people talk stuff is when they got to have a crowd. Or they don't do nothing. Like I said, they don't do nothing on their channel. They go jump on somebody else's channel and do a lot of showing out or a lot of tough talking. Then they got the instigators that would turn around and back their talk up, knowing they wrong. They do that to the little guy. Little guy ain't got no backup because of what he said. He need to tell folks how he feel, or he need to tell names. He ain't got to tell no name. He ain't got to tell that. Some things are to help you, not to be in a fight with somebody else, not to put somebody else down or put them on front street. Like you said, when somebody talk about your mother, okay, I'm gonna do a whole live on it. Now, if you show somebody's mama's picture, you really can't blame them. Ask them, what's up? Why you do that? But your problem ain't with the mom. The problem ain't with the dad. The problem is with that person. They want to drag the little guy. They want to put him down, but they don't understand. A lot of times, the little guy end up getting a lot of views too. You need to open up your mind. If we grown people, be grown. Again, I asked the question, what would happen if your kids or children saw y'all on YouTube? What would they say? What would they think? They be like, really, Mom? Really? You got a woman, she can have a child. And the child looking at her like, you all on YouTube doing this and doing that. That don't make sense. But why you get mad? Why you arguing with them folks? You don't know them folks. You got a new life now. Leave them folk alone. Why are you getting on there getting mad by getting on the internet? You read something and you got mad. Okay, things happen. But like your child said, I'm not on YouTube. You think I'm going to be on there? Now you got to ask yourself, who's the adult? Who's mature? The child or the parent? They don't get it. See, the little guy had to realize that's what they do. Girls don't want to pick him because he's short. I ain't no man tall. But then when you give that tall dude, he treats you like dirt. What you gonna do? You gonna run over there to the little guy? I need somebody to talk to. Oh, you want to talk to me? Oh, okay. Oh, you want to talk to me? You want to talk to the little guy? Really? Oh, you want to talk to the little guy? Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the little guy. Oh, okay. Okay. What's up? Well, can you go get some drink? No, let's talk. What's going on? And then you tell him. Tell him how you feel, and then leave him sitting there. Well, I got to go. But you got to think about who you like. Get to know a person first. It don't matter the size of the. And one thing about the little guy, he can be a tough anybody. Anybody can be tough at any side. Anybody can be tough and rough at any side. No matter how big, how tall, how strong. Anybody anybody can get these hands. That's what the little guy be like. Anybody can get this hand, no matter how tall, even if they're handicapped. You need to watch. You don't understand, you don't know. You assume, oh, I can whoop this little dude. And turn around, he took up judo for a year and break your arm, break your back. The little guy. He can be on the football team and run and hit you and break your knees. The little guy. He can lift weights, break necks, jump up. He can fight too. The little guy. Don't underestimate him because of his size. You find out that man got a car, got a Porsche. There you go, want to ride this Porsche. No. The little guy. Things may seem one way, but it's not. Y'all take care. I love all of y'all. I'll see y'all later.